welcome to the presentation of the Group 11 Rekayasa Sistem Industri Universitas Indonesia. In this chance, we will discuss the analysis of study case regarding an SME that operates as an exporter of coffee plantation product to the European Union, and with our excellent innovation is Comask. We are Group 11 and consisting of Aga Ferdiansyah, Amiral Rasyid, Fauzia Ashwin, Ilham Nur Pratama, and I am Putri Aysha Qalbi. Okay, in this time we will discuss about the first is strategic management, the second is NPD process, and the third is supplier development, and the fourth is supply chain management, and the last is customer development. Okay, in this strategic management, we will discuss about visi, misi, strategy formulation, strategy implementation, evaluation with balanced scorecard. And next, in our company, we have visi to become an agro-technology company which always innovated to increase the quality of life by taking into account the sustainability of the earth. And we have misi, the first is produce innovation product with high environmental quality. And the second is provide opportunities for consumer to participate in protecting an environmental by providing the value of the product delivered. And the last is optimizing resource for business development opportunities independent. Okay, next is strategy formulation. It's developing a long-term plan to effectively manage the opportunities and the threats of the external environment, and taking into account the company's strengths and weakness or SWOT. In the strength is the first is availability of variety of coffee product, both in regular coffee and the latest innovation. And the second is availability of sustainable is especially for Robusta coffee development. And the third is relatively lower production costs. And the last is there are still opportunities for product development in the form of semi-finished or finished coffee. And the weakness is limit availability in adequate land, and then limit coffee harvest, and judging from the legal aspect, there are not many coffee products that are legal classification or specification products that have a patent right. And then the application of technology is still limited, and the last is lack of market information is on efficiency by trading system. The opportunity for Indonesian coffee is especially in the future is still quite good. The second is in distribution of supply and demand for the world coffee is export is high. And then the next is the development of for Robusta coffee price is assumed is to increase. And then the last is the high demand for masker market in pandemic era is good opportunity to create a mask that can be used repeatedly. Okay, the last is threats. First is the difficult climate is predicted to have an impact of deviation of the climate type of regions, and then a rare of labor in village area due to relatively low pay rates. Okay, next is strategic implementation divided into two. The first is strategic policy, and the last is build the leadership style. Okay, in strategic policy is the first is the company is able to compete on a par with other companies in exporting innovation products, and then the second is company is business engaged in plantation and technology innovation, and the third is become a company that always maintains high environmental quality. Okay, in the build leadership style is the ability to create significant change for customer has an impact on the company gaining the trust of the customers and stakeholders, and the ability lead the change in the culture has an impact on change in the work environment and atmosphere in the company. Okay, next I will explain about the balance scorecard. There are 4 columns. The namely is perspective, objective, lead measure, and lag measure. And the first is customer, have the objective in maintenance, the transportation system, and lead measure is travel speed, and the lag measure is high quality. And the second is improve service quality, and lead measure is newly introduced program specification, and the lag measure is average the selected routes. And the third is customer loyalty, and lag measure is turnover new customer. Okay, next is financial. In financial is have objective maximize the benefit and cost, and then the lead measure is compare with other, and then the lag measure is new funding source. Okay, in the internal process, the first is improve productivity, and the lead measure is cost per unit, and the lag measure is the straight maintenance cost like cost or line mail. And then the second is increase positive contact community, and the lead measure is customer communication like type and frequency, and the lag measurement is customer survey. And the last is learning and growth, and the first is enhance the field technology, and the lag measure is information tools like strategic tools and strategic tool versus user requirement like this. And the last is empower employees, and the lead measure is employee climate survey, and the lag measure is employee goal alignment. Okay, and the next is we will explain with Mas Ilham.
In this phase, we're going to talk about new product development. We're going to divide this chapter into 4 sub-chapters, which contain the empathize, define, ideate, and prototype. Empathize is the phase when an organization finally finding out about what is really happening on the real world. So in this case, Comask is empathized by looking at the COVID-19 pandemic's effect that are already affected to more than 200 million people all over the world. And by the effects, there are increasing the number of medical mask waste, which almost reach 15 million per day. And due to the effects of this pandemic COVID-19, people are forced to use masks, which cause people to feel uncomfortable due to the lack of air, and also due to the effect of the bad breath that traps inside the mask. Comask believes that coffee will be a workaround to this problem that already occurs to the world. Based on the previous explanation, Comask takes the main problem or the core problem is how to reduce the amount of mask waste that increased due to the COVID-19. Ideate is the stage where an organization brainstorms how to address the problem. In this case, Comask is thinking of making innovation to make masks that could be reused and also eco-friendly, so when we don't use it anymore, we could recycle this mask. And also Comask thinks to use the main ingredients of the mask using one of the most plenty resource on Indonesia, which is coffee. We can look at this prototype that Comask already made. From here we could see that Comask is mainly made of coffee that already passed through the process. And also we could see that the ear loop is also made from the mixture of rubber and coffee, so it will reduce the number of rubber ear loop waste. And from the inside we could see that there is coffee filter which made of mixture of coffee and silver, so it could protect against bacteria and also provide freshness.
Now we get into the supplier development. The definition of supplier is any organization that provides a component, product, or service needed to support the successful and profitable manufacture of your company's product. Supplier development goal is to convert valuable suppliers into partner, because a partner acts as a colleague, collaborator, and teammate. We join forces and work together for both of our benefit. A partner brings to the table knowledge and expertise in their process and products. The first thing to analyze in supply development is the raw materials our company needed. which are Robusta coffee, nano silver particle, coffee filter, and paper bag. Then, the cost for each materials. For Robusta coffee, it is 7,000 rupiah per 25 gram or 280 rupiah per gram. For nano silver particle, it costs 11,000 rupiah per gram. The coffee filter costs 4,000 rupiah per sheet, and the paper bag costs 2,000 per pieces. 2,000 rupiah per pieces. Furthermore, we need to know the weight of our materials and product. For one Comask, we need 5 grams mask cloth, 3.5 gram Robusta coffee, and 1.5 gram nano silver particle. That makes a total of 10 gram for one product of Comask. Comask plan to produce as many as 5 million masks per year, or 411,000 masks per week, or to be more specific, 13,700 masks per day. It comes to a total of 4,1100 kilogram masks per month. The table below shows the quantity, cost, and the total cost for every materials used in Comask production process, with a total cost to produce one Comask is 177,400 rupiah per mask. Our criteria for the supplier selection criteria matrix based on 10 attributes of how to choose a supplier for a long-term partnership on Lean Supplier Development book written by Chris Harris, Rick Harris, and Chuck Strider. However, since this is a startup, we will only use 5 of them plus price as our evaluation criteria. We do a scoring from 1 to 5, where the bigger the score the better, for every evaluation criteria for each of the suppliers to determine whether the supplier is qualified for a long-term partnership or not. For the attitude of the suppliers, we have all the perfect score 5, since we already have a good conversation about the prospect of our long-term partnership. Then the quality level and capacity also have all 5, because the Robusta coffee supplier have one of the biggest coffee plantation in Lampung. Same goes to the coffee filter and paper bag suppliers, as they already in the business for a long time, but not for the nano silver, since the material is not a common one. They all agree to minimize the defect not more than 3% for every shipment, and provide no less than what our company needed for every production cycle. The delivery have all 5 too, because they always dedicated to send the materials on time, and also the payment term have a 5, because they agree to split the down payment with a full payment after 30 days of production. The price for all except Robusta coffee supplier got 5, because the price of Robusta coffee is not really different than any competitor in the market.
Next, we will discuss about supply chain design for the coffee mask creation or Comask. In general, this will be divided into 4 sections, which are supplier, manufacturer, warehouse and distribution center, and last is customer. From supplier side, we will be supplied by 4 supplier, with each supplier will supply one material we need to create a mask. First is coffee will be supplied by supplier in Lampung. Then coffee bag and paper bag will be supplied from Tangerang, and last is silver nano will be supplied from Bandung. All those 4 material will be delivered into a manufacturing site, and after the product created, it will be stored into warehouse and shipped into distribution center before can be used by customer. Okay, next is supply map. As we discussed before, we have 4 material and will be shipped into Tangerang because our factory is located in Tangerang. For coffee, the material will be delivered by using sea shipment, and by using truck it will be takes 12 hours. And then silver nano will be supplied from Bandung. This material will be delivered by truck and will be takes time about 4 hours. And the last is coffee filter and paper bag will be supplied from Tangerang, will be delivered by truck, and each of it will takes time about an half hour. Then the last is our distribution to retail side. We will deliver our product into France because in Uni Eropa, France has the biggest COVID-19 case compared to other country in Uni Eropa. Okay, next will be continued by my team.
In this section, I would like to explain the marketing management of Comask. In the marketing management section, there are two main points. The first is marketing mix 4P, which consists of product, process, place, and promotion. And the second point is 4 elements of marketing 4.0, which consists of brand identity, brand image, brand integrity, and brand interaction. Here we use 4 variables in marketing mix. First is product. Comask is a reusable mask that uses biodegradable material such as coffee and nanosilver. The second variable is price. Price of Comask is 225,000 rupiah. The third variable is place. The choice of retail that located in France because France is one of the largest cities in Europe and has a high level of awareness of health and environment. Another reason for selling Comask in Europe is because it has 500 million people and our target is to sell 1% of the population. The last variable is promotion. We use technology and social media for the promotion of Comask. Because this is effective and easy to use, we use Instagram and website as a way to promote our product. The first element in Marketing 4.0 is brand identity. It is a collection of all elements that a company creates to describe the right image for its customer. There are 6 aspects of Comask, such as the physical aspect is using logo on the mask, biodegradable material, and earth-tone mask color. The relationship aspect is health, safety, and concern and awareness. The reflection aspect is stylish, modern, and unique. The personality aspect is needs, trendy, and awareness. The cultural aspect is European, concerned about the health and environment, and innovation. The self-image aspect is quality-oriented and comfortable to use. The second element of Marketing 4.0 is brand image. Brand image is people's perception of a product. Comask trying to be the best mask brand in the community assessment. For that, there are 3 things that Comask want to achieve in becoming a good brand. First, Comask is a unique, elegant, and different mask from others because Comask provides in innovation by utilizing natural resources. Second, Comask is a mask product that uses natural ingredients such as coffee as the main component of the products. And the last, Comask is very safe, comfortable, and care about the environment because Comask is reusable. The next element of Marketing 4.0 is brand integrity. It is how consumers perceive your company and its product, image, and reputation. Brand integrity ensures how your brand is perceived by consumer aligns with your brand vision, fostering trust and loyalty. In improving reputation to customer, Comask maintains four main things. First, Comask always maintain customer commitment, trust, and loyalty. Maintaining the quality of Comask by using a good quality materials and ensuring the masks are in a good condition when received by customer. Comask also help protect the environment because it uses biodegradable materials that do not harm the environment. And the last, Comask helps increase the income of local Indonesian coffee farmers and local non-silver producers. The last element of Marketing 4.0 is brand interaction. It is the experience of interaction and consumer feel about the brand, especially regarding participation and collaboration with the brand. There are 6 things that Comask does in carrying out brand interaction with customer. For the first, Comask provides an experience for customer to interact and participate the development of product. Second, we use technology and social media such as Instagram and website to communicate with customer in real time. Third, consistent in creating content on social media and fit the taste of customer, such as health and environment. Fourth, in Instagram and website, we provide a review column for customer to rate the quality and get feedback from them. Fifth, we provide giveaway promo and discount when launching product and other events. And the last, Comask work with influencers to attract new customers and invite them to use Comask. Okay, that's all from us about Comask. Thank you for your attention and see you on the next video.